This is an instructional video intended to help you set up your Jack Straw animatronic from Spirit Halloween. After taking everything out of the box, your part should include the head, 2 foam knee plates, 2 metal springs, the control box, the adapter, the wooden base, 2 foam arm poles, a top metal pole, and a lower central pole with mechanism. You should also have the pants, the shirt, and a bag that can be used to have sand or whatever else you want in it to hold him down. First, locate the wooden base and make sure that the front label is facing the front. Now grab the pants and find the side that has a hole on it. Set the hole through the notch sticking up on the base and make sure that the rope is facing the front of the base and is facing upwards. Extend the central pole with mechanism until it looks like this. Now grab each of the metal springs and connect them to the plastic notches on either side of the central pole. Take the central pole with the springs now attached and connect it to the notch sticking up on the base using the corresponding locking pin and hole and matching A to A. Note that you want the big gear sticking out to be facing the front. You'll most likely find that your foam knees look nothing like they do in the instructions, and it's difficult to figure out what to do here because they have different shaped wires, and also it shows those plastic notches facing towards you when they actually are facing the ground. In order to make it work, you're going to have to bend the metal wires inward to where they would be connecting to the central pole and have them look something like this. You're probably also going to have to tape down those wires so that they stay up against the foam and hold it steady. Then you can attach the foam knees to the plastic notches that you once connected these springs to. There should be a slot that you can slide the metal up through until you locate the hole that you are supposed to connect it to. Now each knee needs to be zip tied to the plastic notches using the zip ties provided, and you want to attach them right about at the end there where you see there is kind of a divot that is clearly meant for the zip tie to go around. Once you're done, you can cut off the excess of the zip ties. Now pull up the pants and locate the elastic strap that is on the front of them and connect that to the hook that is right next to the plastic gear. Grab the smaller metal pole and attach that to the very top of the main pole, matching B to B. Grab the head and locate the plastic slot that is directly underneath of it, and using that, slide it right on top of the smaller pole that you just connected. Using one of the black screws, screw it into the screw spot that is located on the back. Making sure that the plastic arm mechanism looks how I just moved it, you can pull down the chain on the back of the head and attach it to the chain that is coming up from the module that has the big gear on it. Grab the control box and use the plastic piece on the top of it to slide it over the notch sticking out of the module right next to the big gear. Attach all of the wires you see coming from the module and head to the control box. That should include one big long one coming from the head and a shorter multicolored one coming from the module. And then lastly, you will also have the IR sensor coming from the head that you want to plug directly into the control box. Grabbing the shirt or the top clothing piece, you can open up the Velcro on it so that it opens up entirely on the front and just drape it all the way around the shoulder form, and then taking that checkered part once again, grab the Velcro strip in the corner and connect it to the Velcro strip on the burlap part. Take the arm that has the R label on it and slide that up through his right sleeve. Once you get it all the way up there, you can open up the clothes once again to reveal the metal wire sticking out of the top of the arm, and you want to slide that into not the very top of the plastic piece underneath of the head like normal, but actually on the back there is that plastic arm mechanism I was talking about earlier with the chain. You want to attach that directly to the back of that plastic piece. It looks something like this. It's the part that has the black L and R label on the very back. It's a little difficult to find, but after you do that, you can grab the zip ties and zip tie each of the arms down to the plastic piece. Of course, don't forget to cut off the excess so it doesn't obstruct the clothing. On the very bottom, there is a rope on Jack Straw's legs that you can tie in a loose knot if you would like, just for aesthetic purposes, and then slide something like a weight into that bag or rocks or sand or whatever to hold him down. Even though this is an optional step, I would say it is absolutely required. And then also go ahead and plug in your adapter to the control box. Jack Straw's control box has a switch that can be in the on position where the infrared sensor will activate him. He also has the off position where nothing will happen, or the step pad position where any of the trimes or step pad that are plugged in will activate him. He has a jack for all of the optional trimes, which include the trimey button or the multi-prop remote control receiver, which you'll want to plug into there. He also has a step pad jack specifically for the step pad, and I actually think some of the trimes will also work if plugged into the step pad jack, as well as an external speaker jack for an external speaker. And on an adjacent side of the control box, you will find a battery pack for 4 AA batteries that can be used in place of the adapter, as well as a volume control knob to turn the volume up or down. Plug the adapter into an outlet, Jack Straw should begin to retract in a couple of seconds, and your setup is complete.